Welcome, friends, families, strangers, aliens all across the globe. We're here live at Powderhorn Park in Minneapolis, Minnesota, for International Women's Day. Hundreds of community members have gathered here in solidarity to support women's rights. I'm going to give you a little commentary, and that's about it. For just this intro only. It's your boy Kid Rip. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, depending on where you're at. Comment and like and follow, depending on where you're at. Otherwise, this should be we're gonna go back to see if I can get photos. Oh, you know, the name in there.
In North Minneapolis in 2024. After 1999, but what I asked you, have you heard about it? If you haven't, ask yourself this. Why haven't you heard about it? Allison was an American Indian woman who was teaching at the classification in Northern Department with no investigation into her death. Zero. Why do you think story echoes Constitution? Is it because she was an American Indian? Is it because she was a woman? Or is it because domestic violence has become so normalized in America? And in this world, that violence against women is still quietly tolerated. I grew up in Alberta, Minnesota. Back then, there were almost no skin color around it. For the very first time, I remember being around people other than my family who had been raised. I went to Spanish school. That moment stayed with me. I grew older than I remember being in class with girls. And really obviously, I remember that we a lot of that. Up to 19 of America. And I can point to my own life. Not long ago, years. When I was younger, I dated a guy. Inside our own home, inside of us. And the truth is, I'm not like anything else. So I just like the place that very independent for married the white person, the representative of County Muller and Violence in Minnesota, passed legislation designed to change the system from this bill removes from language that allows law enforcement to ignore and minimize domestic violence. This bill requires officers to prosecute in Minnesota. Treat the biggest step involving the use of domestic violence as potential homicide. It will require them to serve the family. real accountability, control of the police. Where oversight is held by just one person and instead give that power to the community. That's why we're asking people to sign the Community Police Accountability Council. We need to sign that today, and we need to push for our neighbors to do this. So today, I want you to do one thing. Look around you. Look at the women standing beside you here today. Look at the children. Look at the men and the boys who came to support us. Because the responsibility to change the system belongs to all of us. As women, we must continue to raise our voices. We must demand accountability, and we must refuse to accept systems that allow violence against us to be ignored. And we must start doing something else too today. We need to start talking to our daughters about getting into politics, about running for city council, about becoming legislators, about sitting at the tables that these decisions are made. Because when women are in those rooms, we make decisions that protect our families, our communities, and our future generations. We must challenge the patriarchy that has been allowed to harm us for generations. And we must keep fighting, not just for ourselves, but for the women who are no longer here standing beside us. For Allison, for Ariana, for Mariah, and for every woman whose story still hasn't been heard. Miigwech.
Say her name! Allison Lusher! Say her name! 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 All right. Couple of quick housekeeping things. If you are here and you would like to be part of our children's contingent, we have a banner up here. It's being held by a couple of marshals kind of right in front of the sound truck. So if you have kids and you would like to be part of the children's contingent, you can come on up. And if you are speaking today and you have not checked in with our program manager yet, please come do so at the sound truck. So next up, we are going to have Mona. Mona is the younger sister of Mariah Samuels. Mariah was also a victim of domestic violence. Mariah also had filed for protection against her abuser, but MPD did not do enough, and eventually this led to Mariah being murdered by her abuser, who shot her 22 times outside of her father's house. Justice for Mariah Samuels!
Hello, guys. I just want to note, Jana, the girl that she was talking about, Ariana, I actually went to school with that girl. So when I found out that she had been killed in the way she was, it was it was shocking, but it was something that we had unfortunately grown used to in my school. That was the only note I wanted to make. I'm trying to keep it in time to keep everything good. Yeah, okay. I want to get up here and tell you all the beautiful things about Mariah Samuels, my big sister. But unfortunately, myself nor my family have that luxury. Instead, I'm here to tell you that MPD, my sister wasn't fearful enough to them. Her ability to be a black woman and take something so heavy, like getting beaten in the face with a gun, in stride, must have caught them off guard, I guess. See, my sister has always been very, very beautiful. She's always been familiar with the greedy hands of men who only wanted them for her own, for their own. Instead, you know what people think? Then why is she dead right now? MPD, Chief O'Hare. Why was my sister shot 22 times in my dad's front yard? Only minutes after your officers left her. Why does my nephew, Shane, why does my nephew not have a single living parent, despite his mother taking every single step you lay out for us to take? She left, cut contact, blocked him from sending any more life threatening messages to her, even after being stalked, ambushed, attacked, and pistol whipped in her own neighborhood, only a few blocks from my dad's house. She was still not fearful enough for MPD to save. Mariah had the strength to come and file a report and receive the order of protection against the man who was a known violent person by MPD. been a really long week.
We got your back. We got your back.
We all know how personal MPD can be with you. Once they know your face, they remember it, and they hold that against you. They make people targets. David Wright was a known felon who was on parole and should have immediately received a warrant as soon as the report was filed. He should have been arrested and taken off the streets. He should have been removed immediately. But instead, 20 days it took for MPD. 20 days it took for MPD to assign an investigator. Little did they know that the very next morning she would be shot dead in front of my dad's house.
We got your back.
Got it. I'm sorry.
We got your back.
The house my father still has to leave from work every day and return to. The same house his daughter was shot in front of. A house he can't afford to move or even sell now. A house my nephews called home. They are now afraid to even be in the house alone or even go upstairs to their mother bedroom. When I was there, my nephew was so relieved to have somebody in the house with him because he was so scared at night to sleep. I'm sure that's my time now. Please, if you're able to support, we have trial all of this March. Every court date, we are trying to pack the court with bodies. I want all eyes on MPD. I want all eyes on Hennepin County so they know that we will not let a single death go. We will not let Allison's case go. We will not let Mariah's case go. We will not let Ariana's case be swept underneath the rug when so many people are dying. Mothers, daughters, sisters, people who are actually important to our community are gone and now missing and who will never be seen again. Her family will not let this go. Our community will not let this go. No more stolen lives and no more stolen sisters. Thank you.
Say her name, Mariah Samuels. Mariah Samuels. Say her name, 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 Mariah Samuels. Justice for them all. Our next speaker is going to be Alyssa Washington from the Wrongfully Incarcerated and Oversentenced Families Council of Minnesota.
Free court. Thank you all for being here today. Today on International Women's Day, we are not just celebrating women, we are honoring resistance. Woo! Because women across the world have always been on the front lines of struggle. Women who organized, women who fought back, women who refused to stay silent when systems try to break us. And today, we stand in that same tradition. At the Wrongfully Incarcerated and Oversentenced Families Council of Minnesota, we know that mass incarceration is not just a prison issue, it's a woman's issue. Because when the system cages our loved ones, it is women who carry the weight. Women raising children alone. Women driving hours just to put their eyes on their loved one in prison. Women organizing rallies, writing letters, and demanding justice when the world wants us to stay quiet. Mass incarceration steals fathers, sons, brothers, and partners from our communities. But it is also steals peace, stability, and safety from women and families. But we also have to tell the full truth. Mass incarceration steals women from our communities too. And that is something that is not talked about enough. Women are being locked away in this system as well. Mothers, daughters, sisters, women whose names and stories are often ignored or erased. Today, I want to uplift the name Antoinette Reed Johnson, a woman here in Minnesota who has been incarcerated since 2017 and is serving a life sentence. Her name deserves to be spoken. Her story deserves to be heard. And she deserves the same attention, advocacy, and fight for justice that we demand for everyone else trapped inside these systems. Antoinette is serving that life sentence for simply being present when a crime was committed. Can I get a shame? With no knowledge that a crime was even going to happen. And yet the system chose to cage her for life. That ain't right. And we know this struggle personally. Our organization is fighting for the freedom of Cornelius Jackson, who has been wrongfully incarcerated and over sentenced for nearly 2 decades here in Minnesota. And behind that fight are women organizing every single day, refusing to let his name be forgotten. We are also fighting for Nico Redding, in prison for decades and held far beyond the time he should have been released. And Nico's also an elder who's experiencing all types of mistreatment in the Department of Corrections here in Minnesota. That's right, shame. And behind that fight for him, there's women like me who have never given up. Again, women writing letters, making calls, women speaking out when others are afraid. Because behind almost every wrongful conviction and excessive sentence, there is a woman somewhere fighting to bring their loved one home. And sometimes that woman herself is behind the walls, still deserving of justice, still deserving of freedom. And these systems are not separate. The same systems that cage our people are the same systems terrorizing immigrant families with ICE raids. The same systems that allow gender based violence to continue while survivors struggle to be believed. The same systems that try to criminalize and erase trans lives. Oppression is coordinated, and our resistance must be too. You cannot claim to support women while ignoring immigrant mothers watching their families be deported. You cannot claim to support women while ignoring the violence faced by trans women every day. And, and you cannot claim to support women while ignoring the mothers and partners fighting to free their wrongfully incarcerated loved ones. Our liberation is truly tied together. So today we say clearly, we stand with immigrant families. We stand against ICE terrorizing our communities. We stand against gender-based violence. We stand for trans liberation. And we stand for every family fighting to bring their loved ones home from cages. Because justice is not selective. Justice is collective. And the women in this movement, the mothers, daughters, sisters, organizers, we are not backing down. If you believe in this fight, we invite you to stand with us. If you have a little free time, donate some of that time to organizing. Help us write letters. Help us show up to rallies. Help us fight for loved ones still behind those walls. That's right. Help us free corn. You can find us on social media. We're connected with probably all of your guys' favorite organizing groups. You can find us on there. And on March 21st at Lucy's Parsons Center at 1 p.m., we have our first cycle of our prison letter writing. We're co-hosting with Families Against the Military Madness, Twin Cities Coalition for Justice, and the USPCN-MN. Ashe.
Free corn! Free corn! All right. Next up, we are going to have lawyer and civil rights leader Nikema Levy Armstrong.
Who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe? Who keeps us safe? That's right, we keep us safe. Not these systems, not elected officials, not the police, and definitely not the federal government. We keep us safe. It is phenomenal to see so many of you out here today on International Women's Day, standing up for the rights of women. I I love you too. I've been a lawyer for over 25 years. And when I first started out as a lawyer, I represented victims of domestic violence and child victims of domestic abuse and taught my law students how to go into court and stand up for and represent women and children. And what we saw was a lot of times there was a lack of empathy for women who had experienced domestic violence. A lot of times that was weaponized against them in divorce disputes and custody battles, especially if they were lower income women. Shame. And the reality is that a lot of the guardians ad litem and social workers were white women. But when it came to indigenous women, black women, and other women of color, a lot of times those social workers and those guardians ad litem operated on behalf of the patriarchy instead of on behalf of women and children and understanding everything that they were up against. So I think that that is an important point for us to realize. Patriarchy is so baked into this culture that it's easy for us as women to side with the patriarchy. But we have to say, hell no, we won't go. We have to understand that we've been conditioned to side with the bad behavior and the misbehavior of too many men within our community and within our society. When we look at all of these systems, even as we're talking about the federal government, look at how men who have been accused of rape and pedophilia and physical abuse of women in this damn country. And how, when you think about Donald Trump, the fact that he appointed a couple of women, I'm thinking specifically about Pam Bondi and Christy Nome, women who weaponize the patriarchy against other women. They need to be called out and held accountable. I tell you, when I found out that Christy Nome was fired this week and last week, I knew that wasn't answered to prayer. So I was celebrating and cackling all day long. Okay? Because she was a woman who attacked other women on behalf of the patriarchy. And women like that are not on our side. They gotta go. They have to be held accountable. And Pam Bondi, you are next. You're next, boo. We're coming for you too. These are women who got upset at a little nonviolent church protest. Right? Went publicly saying we would be arrested. They were going to investigate us. They literally sent dozens of FBI agents to my hotel, a bunch of buck white men who would have attacked me if they had access to me at the time. Instead, they attacked one of my friends because they thought that she was me. Abused her, banged her head up, and took her to the witness building. When she asked to see the arrest record that they had, the arrest warrant, it didn't have her name on it, it had my name on it. But these men were sent by Christy Nome and Pam Bondi to try to silence our voices as black women standing against ICE, standing against the tyranny of the federal government, standing up for immigrant women, children, and families, and standing up for the power of the people. But we will not be silent. So much time, money, and resources trying to investigate and arrest us, but how many pedophiles in the Epstein files have they investigated or arrested? And the reality is that they don't intend to. These are girls and women who deserve our protection. And instead of protecting our babies, what are they doing? Protecting billionaires, people who run companies, people who run universities, people who are supposedly at the top of society's game. That's who is being protected. But we must stand up We must use our voices. We must resist. We will not be silent. And we have to stand together. They don't want to see us as a multiracial, multi-ethnic, multilingual force for justice. What they were expecting when they came to Minnesota, with Minnesota being 81% white, they thought that white people would go along with the tax against immigrants. But what did y'all do? You stood on business and you showed the nation that we are united as a force for good, that we love our neighbors as we love ourselves. We will not be silent. We will not back up. But who had to back up? ICE and the federal government. They had to back up. They had to back up. For all their guns and all their might, we had whistles, we had our voices, we had our bodies, and we prevailed. Let's continue. Stand up for women. Let's continue to stand up for immigrants. Let's continue to stand up for our LGBTQIA community. We stand with trans women. We stand with black women, native women, Hmong women, Latinas, and white women who are genuine allies, not the ones who sell out to the patriarchy. All power to the people. Keep fighting and keep standing for what's right.
We will say it every time. Protesting is not a crime.
Protesting is not a crime.
We will say it every time.
We will say it every time.
Protesting is not a crime.
Protesting is not a crime.
Next speaker is going to be Anne from Women's March. Happy International Women's Day. I'm so pleased to be here with all of you. And I appreciate, you don't know this, but they snuck me up a little because my daughter planned a surprise for me, and I'll be going to the urgent care soon after I talk to you. Because that's how we celebrate Women's Day. And I'm happy to be there for her, and I'm happy to be here with you. Also, who doesn't want to follow Nakima? Luckily, I didn't even know, but I start with, we stand on the shoulder of giants. We stand on the shoulder of giants. I'm older, but I still stand on her shoulders. We stand on each other's shoulders. The federal ERA first proposed in 1923. That means our mothers, our grandmothers, for some of you, your great grandmothers have been working on this, and it still hasn't passed. It still hasn't passed. But we stand on their strength. We're standing on their strength. What's unfortunate now is while we were taking some steps, we took some steps with Roe v. Wade, and then a few years ago, they took it back away. Shame. Another thing that I'm a little afraid of, and I should mention I'm also with ERA Minnesota. There's nobody right there. Yeah. I'm worried about the SAVE Act. The SAVE Act, which ostensibly ensures that only U.S. citizens can vote, that, but you have to have the same name on your ID as you have on your birth certificate. That is statistically going to impact married women who have taken their husband's last name. It is also going to impact our transgender friends. So we have this SAVE Act that in one fell swoop is going to potentially impact transgender people, women, immigrants, and naturalized citizens. What a shame. Shame. What I'm going to say is they're going to use that to try to pit us against each other. And do not let them do that. Do not let them do that. I got 1 minute. Oh, I got it. I'm skipping ahead. Some of the ways that we can do that, and we're already doing that, is, I said we stand on the shoulders of giants, but we stand in a community of heroes. And we are those heroes. And some of the things that we can do, we're already doing. First, we want to stand with immigrant women and men.
Now hands up. Hands up if you are doing mutual aid. Hands up if you are packing or delivering groceries to others. Hands up if you are patrolling things. That's what we can do. We can do it and we continue to do it. Demand ICE move out of, demand money for families and not ICE. Hands up if you've been going to marches. Everybody, you're here. Hands up if you've been going to rallies. Hands up if you stand weekly with a poster on your cross street. Hands up if you're dressed like a frog or a walrus. That's what we do. We also want to try to hit some of the legal minds here. Hands up if you go to legislative meetings. Hands up if you sign petitions. If you haven't held your hand up at any of this point, talk to the people who have. I got to say just two tiny things. We've got Day on the Capitol on March 12th. Please come, 10 a.m. and there's 10 p.m. March 28th, no kings. Noon to 3, be at the Capitol. Thank you so much. Thank you all for being here. When women's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When women's rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
When trans rights are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up, fight back!
All right, thank you so much, you guys. Two more speakers, and then we are going to get marching. Okay, we're gonna have Isabella Lopez speak. Isabella is an organizer in the Twin Cities who was abused by ICE on June 3rd last year, and she is now fighting bogus federal charges against her. Please welcome Isa. No one's illegal on stolen land. No one's illegal on stolen land. No one's illegal on stolen land. Borders do not exist. I know for a fact that every person here that is a womb carrier understands and knows what it is that violence, like how badly we have to carry violence within our hips. Right. People started calling me a feminist even before I even knew what that was. All I knew was growing up, I saw my mother being abused, and because she was an immigrant woman, it was that much more harder for her to get help. At the end of the day, force and violence is a language we have learned from the patriarchy. It's a language we're trying to unlearn, and it's a language that they are imposing not just here in the United States, but internationally. If your feminism is not international, it is worth nothing. Right now, there's women in Iran and Palestine who wish they could hold their baby, or have had to like give themselves up for their baby. And matriarchy is not a rule. It's not a land ruled by women. A matriarch is to understand and hold the babies first. And as women, we know what that is. We understand that. It is our role. It is our duty. It's not about us. It's about the collective. I just want to thank y'all so much for being out here. Right now, I have 4 federal charges on me. And that day, I can't say much about what happened that day, but what I can say that they have been repeatedly doing from the woman that was disabled that they ripped out of the car, from the pregnant woman that they were like spewing, they were literally dragging all across the ice. This patriarchy literally is abusing power because they can. Because they know the language of force before they know their own fucking language. Before they know what it is to actually speak to a human being. That requires compassion. That requires empathy. That requires exactly what you are all doing right now. What we do have here in the Twin Cities is consciousness. We understand that my fight is your fight. We understand that there are still people right now in the Delhi detention centers. There's still people in work in Sherburne. There's still people right now locked up at the Whipple. And they are taking us what we can actually try to help them with. And there's women in there in the daily detention centers that are being raped,
Shame!
forced to have their babies in those facilities.
Shame!
I know as a brown woman, we are so much more better mothers. We deserve so much more than that. And I know everyone here wants to fight for motherhood. So let's be intentional. What does it look like to remember those babies? What does it look like to remember those mothers that are still locked up? I was fortunate enough to get out because I have a community behind me, because I got people behind me. But there's still people we gotta fight for. It's people power. I just want to say real quick. At the end of the day, these borders are not real. They're just their ways to be able to to save their own money, to save their own resources for the rest of the world. Right now, even in Mexico, we have a woman president, and this administration has been working with the cartel and with the actual government to put them against each other. Shame, because while they say they don't want immigrants here, they keep going into our countries and taking away our resources and literally taking away the powers that be that can have us to stay home. Most immigrants don't want to leave. Most immigrants want to stay where they're from. And it's not right. We have to be reminded of the beast that we are all in. The United States is the bully of the world. We can't look behind that. We can't. But thank y'all so much for coming out and knowing that there can be a change. That compassion and empathy is what has the marks of change. Well, what we have to do. Thank you guys so much. I'm here with my homegirls.
What up, y'all? Say freedom for Issa!
Freedom for Issa!
Freedom for Issa!
Freedom for Issa!
What I'm gonna have y'all do is stop recording. If you have your phone out, go to Instagram and please follow our Instagram page, Homegirls with the Z for Issa. We have a petition. We have a GoFundMe. It's all great if y'all recorded and stuff, but we need y'all to do something. Her life is on the line. Years in federal prison. I'm not joking. Please get your phones out. Go follow our Instagram page. Please sign the petition for her freedom. That's all I have to say. It's time for action, y'all.
When I say chinga, you see la migra! Chinga! 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 When I say chinga, you see la migra! Chinga! 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 Thank you to all of the incredible speakers we've had so far. It is the much awaited marching time. Woo! Okay, never mind. One more. I lied. Next, we're gonna have Natalie from the Minnesota Abortion Action Committee.
Hello, everybody. My name is Natalie. I'm a member of the Minnesota Abortion Action Committee. I'm a trans woman, a veteran, and a healthcare worker. This year, the occupation of our city brings into stark clarity the special oppression of women in our communities. One of the founders of International Women's Day, Clara Zetkin, over 100 years ago, highlighted that working women are absolutely convinced that the question of the emancipation of women is not an isolated question which exists in itself. I know that's a lot of words, but today that message rings more true than ever. Immigrant women, trans women, black and brown women face innumerable attacks from the parasites in power. Gendered violence adds a grotesque second layer of abuse to the brutality affecting us and the targets of imperialism at home and abroad. From all sides, it takes the form of physical and sexual abuse, family separation, abduction, medical neglect, extreme exploitation, the stripping of legal rights, and more. We are not going to take it anymore. International Working Women's Day provides us the stage to rise in our power, to scream that we are united as women, trans women, and all gender oppressed people, and we will fight like hell against the horrors in front of us. As MNAC, we fought to ensure access to abortions and other necessary reproductive care for those that need it since the overturning of Roe v. Wade. We've targeted crisis pregnancy centers that pose as proper medical clinics, but harbor manipulative religious shame, and importantly, do not provide abortions, among a slew of other issues. On International Working Women's Day, we are excited to announce as MNAC our second campaign. We are going to be fighting for trans rights as attacks flare across the country. Like in Kansas, where trans people are having their driver's licenses revoked. Transition necessities like legal name changes, hormones, and medical operations pose major financial and legal roadblocks, not only to the residents of Minnesota, but those trans people making the necessary financial sacrifices when moving here from openly hostile states. The state of Minnesota needs to put its money where its mouth is and aid not only its existing trans residents, but those that come here to find safety and security in the so-called sanctuary state. We demand a real sanctuary state where all trans people have the resources they need, from safe housing and employment to affordable hormones and name changes. As our campaign develops and grows, pay attention to the actions you can take to support, and we hope to see you at our meetings and in the street. When trans lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that!
When immigrant lives are under attack, what do we do?
Stand up like that!
Thank you.
All right, who's ready to get marching? All right, you remember this one from earlier. Mujeres unidas, jamás serán vencidas. Mujeres unidas. Mujeres unidas. All right, we're gonna get marching, and we need all of you to get behind the truck so that we don't run you over. And if you would like to be part of the children's contingent, they are right over here. We've got Drake and Brian. They're holding our banner high that says "Money for families, not for us." All right, so let's stay behind the banner, folks.
Happy International Women's Day. Out here in Minneapolis, covering Women's Day March and Rally. Apologies for two screens.
If
Technical
Jana is
difficulties,
still here,
daylight savings
Mona
time,
is looking for you. Jana, if you are here. All right. When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? When women's rights are under attack, what do we do? When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? When abortion rights are under attack, what do we do? united, will never be defeated. The people united. 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 El pueblo unido jamás será vencido. El pueblo unido. El pueblo unido. El pueblo unido. we can. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Free abortion on demand. Can we do it? Yes, we can. Free abortion on demand. Can we do it? Yes, we can. 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 We demand liberation. 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 Education, not deportation. 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 Stay clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Stay clear. Immigrants are welcome here. Stay clear. Immigrants are welcome here. 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 We tear down. 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 Holy faith parental leave. Somos mujeres. Somos poderosas. Somos mujeres. 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 Minnesota, maybe I'm gonna mix it up. You don't know. You are gonna respond. community. And Trump is now saying that he will be the one to choose the next leader. The United States does not have that right! The reality is the United States and Israel want to control resources in the region so that they can funnel money to billionaires and CEOs and keep the money out of the people. This causes immense harm, not just from direct bombings, but also through tactics of soft power, like sanctions that harm women and children most. This causes shortages in food and medicine that lead to poverty, illness, and even death. Sanctions imposed in Iran since 1979 have led medicine prices to spike up to 300%. Sanctions, that's right, Shane. Sanctions have hindered the adoption of cleaner energy, leading to higher levels of air pollution in cities like Tehran. This is known to cause cognitive disabilities in children. Does that sound like it's making women and children safer? This is what led to the protests in Iran. And the United States will never be a harbinger of freedom for the women and girls of the world. But the people of the Imperial Corps standing up and fighting back against these vicious attacks do have the power to bring this administration to its knees. Stand by Iran! Thank you. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and deportation. Thank you so much, Theater. Our next two speakers are going to be Nicole and Nicole from the Planned Parenthood Union. Hi, folks. My name is Nicole Anshu. My name is Nicole Farias Lusama. We are both reproductive healthcare workers at Planned Parenthood North Central States. We are speaking today as union workers with PCIU Healthcare, Minnesota, and Iowa. We are here to highlight the power of the labor movement as working women. As our country enters up, it's important for us to gather as women on this day and remember how far we have come and how much we have to lose. On International Women's Day, we fight for reproductive freedom, trans liberation, and immigrant rights. We reject fascism, ICE, and gender-based violence. A major turning point in America was June 2022 when the Supreme Court ruled on the Dobbs v. Jackson decision, which immediately banned abortion in many red states, with further restrictions being passed quickly after this. Restrictions on reproductive health care leads to, and has already led to, irreversible damage on women's bodies, including death. We cannot ignore that the origins of American gynecology were based on the experimentation by white men on African American enslaved women. Racist stereotypes have plagued our medical system from its beginning. We can see the ongoing effects with black women being 4 times more likely to die from pregnancy-related complications than white women. And now black women's bodies are being used as human incubators. Our government treats women's bodies, especially women of color, as a commodity. Historically, our government has practiced eugenics with forced sterilization on women of color. In 2020, whistleblowers revealed numerous immigrant women received sterilization procedures while in ICE detention without their informed consent. This isn't simply ancient history either. Just a few years ago, in 2017, a Tennessee judge offered inmates reduced sentences and early release dates if they voluntarily agreed to have a vasectomy or birth control implant. This is happening with no oversight at the ICE concentration camps today. We do not know what is happening to women being held there right now. I am the daughter to undocumented people. I was born here and have just as much voting power as any American citizen.
Last year, I had to say goodbye to my parents. I am a grown woman, and being separated from my family was one of the hardest things I have to do. Thank you. Throughout my life, I have heard many people say that they would give up everything for their child. But my parents actually did. Their story is one of many. My parents left the country in December 2025 after living in the U.S. for almost 26 years. I cannot fathom the pain endured by children of immigrants since January 2006 with the deployment of 3,000 ICE agents. The collective trauma experience will be lasting impacts on communities for decades to come. It is our duty as women and as American citizens to protect marginalized groups. When our government oppresses immigrants and trans people, it does not increase our wages and make housing more affordable. It hurts all of us. This hateful rhetoric for way too long. There cannot be women's liberation without trans liberation. We must fight back against the right wing's attack on transgender and non-binary folks. We must reject their false framework that is restricting trans people's rights to improve women's rights. By limiting trans rights, this reinforces traditional gender stereotypes and patriarchal systems that has historically oppressed women. Demanding trans rights and removing laws based on gender stereotypes grants the freedom for all people to live their life as their authentic self. End the blockade on Cuba, no war with Iran, and free Palestine. I haven't done this one in a while. I'm excited to do it. From the river to the sea, Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. From the sea to the river, Palestine will live forever. Palestine will live forever. And when we turn, we're only taking the right side of the street. So please listen to our marshals and make sure that you're working with them and we're all going to stay safe and we're all going to stay behind the banner, right? Where are we going to stay? Yeah, behind the banner. All right. Abortion is healthcare. Abortion is healthcare. Abortion is healthcare. Abortion is healthcare. ¡El pueblo unido jamás será vencido! ¡El pueblo unido! 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 ¡Mujeres unidas jamás serán vencidas! ¡Mujeres unidas! ¡Somos mujeres! ¡Somos poderosas! ¡Somos mujeres! ¡Somos poderosas! All right, are you ready to learn some more Spanish? I'm going to say arriba los inmigrantes, which means rise, and then and you're just going to respond arriba. Arriba los inmigrantes! Arriba los inmigrantes! Okay, I'm not going to make you learn all of this, just the response. All right? I'm going to say, sea aquí o sea allá, and you guys are going to respond. La mujer pensará. 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 And if you don't know what that means whether here or there, women will be victorious. Because we all know that women and gender oppressed peoples of the world I actually hate when people say women hold up half the sky. Cause that's bullshit, y'all. Women make up half the sky and hold up 90% of it. It is the women leading the struggles for liberation that will be victorious.
That's right.
Sea aquí o sea allá, la mujer vencida. Sea aquí o sea allá, sea aquí o sea allá. Sea aquí o sea allá, sea aquí o sea allá. 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 Say aquí o say 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 allá. La mujer vencerá. La mujer vencerá. La mujer vencerá. ¡Arriba los inmigrantes! Alright, I want to do one more because I want to let people know that Mira is going to be demanding a sanctuary state for all immigrants in Minnesota. Can I get a There is already legislation in the works called the STAR Act that Mira, with a large coalition, is going to be trying to push forward. But we cannot wait for the Minnesota legislature to take action. Governor Walz, take forward. It is ordered that states Minnesota and sanctuary states are granted
Nobody left for working moms. 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 Oh, come on, the women of the world. Women of the world, rise up. Rise up for the women of the world. Rise up for the women of the world. Rise up for the women of the world. Rise up for the women of the world.
Immigrants make America great! 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 Arriba los inmigrantes!
feel the clock ticking with the motor? Yeah, good to see you too. It's hard. I keep saying
women of the world! Rise up for the women of the world! Women of the world, rise up! Women of the world, rise up! Rise up for the women of the world! Rise up for the women of the world! Women of the world, rise up! Women of the world, rise up! Somos mujeres! Somos mujeres! Somos poderosas! Somos mujeres! Somos mujeres! Somos poderosas! Somos mujeres! Somos mujeres! Somos poderosas! Trans homies. I know I see a lot of you guys out there. And trans people are facing very extreme repression right now. Our existences have always been politicized, always under debate. So I have this chant for you guys. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Trans lives are not for debate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Trans lives are not for debate. Trans lives are not for debate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Trans lives are not for debate. Trans lives are not for debate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Trans lives are not for debate. Trans lives are not for debate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Stop the blame, stop the hate. Trans lives are not for debate. Trans lives are not for debate. We won't ever go away. We won't ever go away. Trans people are here to stay. Trans people are here to stay. We won't ever go away. We won't ever go away. Trans people are here to stay. Trans people are here to stay. We won't ever go away. We won't ever go away. Trans people are here to stay. Trans people are here to stay. We won't ever go away. We won't ever go away. Trans people are here to stay. Trans people are here to stay. We won't ever go away. We won't ever go away. Trans people are here to stay. Trans people are here to stay. Say it loud, say it clear. Say it loud, say it clear. Trans people are welcome here. Trans people are welcome here. Say it loud, say it clear. Say it loud, say
Apologies for the shaky stream today, chat. It's just the nature of marching.
Mujer, escucha. Una te llama lucha. 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 Mujer, escucha. Mujer, escucha. Mujer, escucha. Mujer, escucha. Rise up for the women in the world. Women in the world, rise up. Rise up for the women in the world. Women in the world, rise up.
Accepted as a anthem.
Rise up for the women in the world. Women in the world, rise up. Rise up for the women in the world. Women in the world, rise up. Rise up for the women of the world. Women of the world, rise up. Rise up, the women of the world. and I'm speaking to you today as a member of Minnesota 5051. At Minnesota 5051, we love women, we love immigrants, and we know that trans women are women. Minnesota 5051 began as a decentralized mass movement to responding to Trump's second term. Many of us were mobilized for the first time, including myself. What started as National Days of Action grew into an organization that stood within our communities against fascism. We've been organizing in the streets against ICE, and we've also supported our neighbors directly, recently donating $30,000 towards rent relief. People often ask, what does protesting at the Capitol actually do? For me, it was everything. It was actually International Women's Day last year when I went to my very first protest. Protesting gets people in the streets. It gets people meeting each other. And it helps us realize that there are many people who have been in this fight for a long fucking time. After that first protest, I kept showing up. I heard voices I wouldn't have heard just scrolling social media or watching mainstream news. And now we are here today to celebrate and fight for women, especially immigrant women. Because what is happening right now cannot be ignored. Over the last few months, we've heard story after story. Families ripped apart. A pregnant woman dragged across the ground by ICE. A baby exposed to tear gas. Parents taken from cars while their children sat in the back seat. Some of us didn't just hear those stories. We were there in the streets, trying to defend our neighbors as the government failed them. Now, many people are just beginning to realize how discriminatory and racist these so-called public safety agencies are. But immigrant communities and communities of color have been dealing with these practices for a long time. Long before Operation Metro Surge, and long before the murders of Renee Good and Alex Preddy. We should have been in the streets the whole time. But now it's better than never. If you're joining the movement now, welcome, and we hope you stay even after ICE is gone. Renee Good and Alex Preddy were ordinary people defending their neighbors. We want accountability for their deaths. But we also want accountability for the countless people who have suffered under the terror of our police and prison system. Hennepin County Sheriff's Office needs change. That's why we stand with local orgs in their call for community control of the police. Because ICE and local law enforcement are part of the same system that harms our communities, a system with very little accountability to the people it claims to serve. The trauma this system has caused is enormous, and moving forward means standing together against it. So to everyone who has recently taken to the streets, I say this: stay engaged, find your community, keep showing up. Because together we can fight for real change. Thank you.
Thank you, Emma. All right. Closing out our speaker program, our final speaker will be Meredith with Freedom Road Socialist Organization. Shout out Meredith. She's a real.
I'm a real nothing. Like there's no noun there.
She's a real one. She's a real one, guys.
As opposed to the other fake speakers. Whatever. I'm really excited to be here on the streets with you here for International Women's Day. That was inspiring to chant in English and Spanish together and to march all through this neighborhood. And we are here today because of the inequality visited upon women. It is systematic in our society, and it permeates every sphere of life.
That's right.
We're talking on in the workplaces? We have an unequal gender division of labor, which ends up being super exploitation. In our social life, this enriches the capitalists who run this country. In our social life, it means that women are doing most of the work at home. And basic democratic rights are trampled upon, including the right to control our very own bodies. Physical violence, rape, sexual harassment are served to reinforce this inequality, as is the reactionary right-wing attacks on LGBTQ people. U.S. monopoly capitalism right now is at a downward spiral. It doesn't look pretty, but it's happening. As a result, every contradiction inside this country is sharpening, including those of gender, making more oppression and more resistance to that oppression. In response to the attacks on reproductive rights, many people have been taking to the streets, and we have seen that right here in Minnesota. There have been consistent attacks on trans people, and again, have people stayed at home? No! People have been standing up and fighting back. Also, millions are standing up to Trump's deportation machine, and Minnesota has been leading the way nationally. Normally, the hat that I'm wearing is that I'm an anti-war activist, and my siblings from the anti-war movement are here today with me because declining U.S. imperialism is waging a war on Iran. And some apologists talk about Iranian women and their attempts to make these criminal bombings seem reasonable. It speaks volumes that the first massacres in this war were the bombing in Minneapolis, a killing of more than 175 girls and staff members at an elementary school. Bombing is not how you liberate people. U.S. imperialism liberates no one. If you want actual liberation, we need to defeat U.S. imperialism, and that means that we need to keep fighting here at home. Here on International Women's Day, we've been given two choices. We find ourselves at a crossroads. One of those passes bleak and offers us Donald Trump and his cronies, and offers us assholes like Jonathan Ross, the killer of Renee Good. The other road is the road of liberation, where we stand up for our neighbors, where we stand up for each other, and where we demand a better society, where we take care of each other, and where we demand a better future. I think I know what we're fighting for. When women and trans folks are under attack, what do? Stand up, fight back. What do? Stand up, fight back. What do we do? Stand up, fight back. Again, it's an honor to be in the streets with you.
All right. So we have, speaking of staying engaged, we have just a few upcoming events that we want to shout out. Minneapolis will be holding a Trans Day of Visibility protest on Tuesday, March 31st at 6 p.m. That's Trans Day of Visibility at Walker Library. Our friends in the Climate Justice Committee are going to be holding an Earth Day protest at the Commons Park on Saturday, April 18th. So mark your calendars. And then lastly, everybody better show up big for Mirac's May Day protest! May 1st! You better be there! All right. Thank you so much for coming out. We're going to have a few people, Angel, Alyssa, and Latea, close us out with the Asada chant. This International Women's Day, we remember Black Revolutionary Asada Shakur. Take it away.
Everyone put your fists up, high in the air. It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to fight for our freedom.
It is our duty to win.
It is our duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
We have nothing
We're gonna say it one more time with our chest. We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to fight for our freedom.
We have a duty to win.
We have a duty to win.
We must love and support one another.
We must love and support one another.
We have nothing to lose but our chains.
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 All power to the people.
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 We just got word that Mariah Samuel's murderer will be having court Tuesday morning at Hennepin County at 9 a.m. If you can show up and pack the court for her to support her sister. We all know that that was a wrongful death and she shouldn't be dead, being shot 22 times by an abuser, and MPD didn't do nothing. So support her. Ashay. Woo!
Thank you very much for giving us
And there we go, chat. And there we go, chat. Appreciate y'all for joining me, checking out the stream, pulling through, sliding through, wondering what's happening, whatnot, what have you. Um, as you saw here, many of community members, thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of members gathered together here at Powderhorn Park in Minneapolis and Minnesota to stand in solidarity with one another. Appreciate each and every one of you for joining me, checking out the stream, whatnot, what have you. And as always, it's your boy Kid Drip. Peace out. Until the next one, ladies and gents. We will also be live for the No Kings March. I believe that is also March 28th. So yes, thank you for joining me. Signing out.